Stuart's pay went up just as the cost of living fell, so his money could stretch a lot further. Was that just a fluke, or did other people get better off too? We asked the financial consultant Jonathan Davis what was happening to the average family. So what's this graphic all about, Jonathan?
It's showing us the amount of money that people have got in their pockets after paying their taxes and after their mortgage costs.
So disposable income, in other words?
Absolutely.
Hang on, this is going up in the middle of 2009, which was the depth of the recession.
Well, that was when the Bank of England slashed the interest rates from 5% to 0.5%, and of course mortgages went through the floor.
So that meant we had more disposable income?
Exactly.
Are you telling me in the recession we actually had more spending power?
It's a funny recession. People actually didn't really feel the recession because they had more money in their pocket.
So unless you were in the unlucky minority and lost your job, the likelihood is that your spending power, the amount of goods you can buy for what you earn, actually went up in the recession. But will that carry on in the recovery? Jonathan Davis doesn't think so.
I don't think pay is going to rise dramatically going forward. I think the lower paid will probably do better than the higher paid. And I think those who are not earning at all will find it increasingly difficult.
So if Stuart's income's gone up in the recession, should he spend it on a house? Jonathan Davis is less optimistic than most.
Simple fact is, our forecast is for a 30% fall in house prices, nationally and locally. So that could really be significantly detrimental to your long-term finances.
It's a gloomy prediction. What does that make you think?
Well, it's worrying actually. Worrying with 30%. It's a big chunk.
For the gym owner Dave Earle, the next few years could be make or break. What was your income before the recession, and then what happened to it?
Before the recession, I was taking in probably £2,500 a month to gym memberships. After the recession kicked in, it'd gone down to £4,500, so about £450 a month.
The biggest thing for you is whether or not the consumer is going to start spending again. Would that be a fair statement?
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair statement. Yeah.
I'm not convinced that the consumer is going to get going at all much going forward, and money is going to be very, very tight.
Andy Rivers' financial state depends overwhelmingly on one thing: getting a job. How's it felt trying to find work in these times?
It can be quite demoralising sometimes, in that a lot of employers just won't get back to you at all.
I'm seeing big rises in unemployment generally. I'm seeing a dip in the economy, but anyone who could stay in work for as long as possible, get through this recession, then I think that's them going to be set, because they're going to have the skills and the CV for the next 10 years.
So while in the recession, average earnings rose and inflation fell, now in the recovery, inflation's higher, and for millions, no pay rise. Are you telling me we're not going to see any benefit financially from the recovery?
I am telling you that. I think we're going to see very big unemployment numbers. I think we're going to see a significant house price crash. It's going to be pretty grim.
A recession that feels good and a recovery that hurts? Let's hope the worst predictions are wrong. Perhaps I'll just stay on this boat.